Broke many bones in different parts of our bodies. And after the biggest franchise in Indian movies, he consistently kept building big franchises. Whether it's action, whether it's mythology, whether it's love stories, and now with science fiction. And the reason what makes him a star is not all of that, but the kind, amazing human being that he is. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my friend and the rebel star, Prabhas.
Prabhas! Let's bring him out!
One such superstar just spoke a few words a few minutes back. And you'll really understand it when you sit with an audience like this and watch Amitji perform, Prabhas perform, or Rana. We are very honored to live in this energy, with this energy. I think that's...
Stop being so modest, Kamal. You're much, much greater than all of us. And this is not a performance that you have to put up. You have to talk.
You asked me a question out there. Does he live on the blue screen? Or what did you ask me?
I was wondering, because he was describing the scope of the experience of what you've been living the last few years. Has blue screen fatigue set in? Because I feel like you've lived blue screen for a little while now.
Yeah, it's like little, I got bored of it. It's real stuff, but when I just saw the teaser now, I feel like, okay, it's fine.
It was all worth it in the end.
Yeah.
So we saw a few sets of very, I don't know, a dichotomy of colors enter this room. There was a lot of white, there was some black masks, there was a lot of duality. Can you, I don't know, elaborate? I feel like I got questions.
It's always been a slight, it's Telugu cinema, then it became Southern cinema, then it became Indian cinema, but then bringing Indian cinema to Comic-Con is just been incredible. It's been 4 years, we've been on this since 4 years, nothing, no entertainment, no movies, just working on this film day and night, and literally watching this here in Hall H in Comic-Con, it's actually a dream, and I'm living it right now, and thank you so much for all.
All right, now we've been talking about Comic-Con, and there are certain elements of Comic-Con that add
different Indian film is still Indian film at heart. It's like all our Indian mythology, our stories, our culture, like from being a South Indian, from being Telugu, from being Indian, from being a fan of Star Wars, like all of that love comes into this one thing. So it's a new kind of thing. I don't know what to say.
It's a good problem. I like that problem.
So, I told you about the man narrator, man who stays quiet.
Yeah.
He can pass this whole event off without saying a word. So, across all of this here, he keeps creating spectacle after spectacle as franchises. And you asked me a question like this. Does he live on the blue screen?
I was wondering, because he was describing the scope of the experience of what you've been living the last few years. Has blue screen fatigue set in? Because I feel like you've lived blue screen for a little while now.
Yeah, it's like little, I got bored of it. It's real stuff, but when I just saw the teaser now, I feel like, okay, it's fine.
It was all worth it in the end. So we saw a few sets of very, I don't know, a dichotomy of colors enter this room. There was a lot of white, there was some black masks, there was a lot of duality. Can you, I don't know, elaborate? I feel like I got questions.
Sir, so we can only talk about the black for now.
Okay.
Because the raiders are here. they're at Comic Con. You guys met, a lot of you guys must have met them, and they're right. Oh, they were right here. Oh, they're right. So they're here, and so they are a very important character in the film. There are lots of them. They are our Indian version of stormtroopers, I guess. Somebody will say it, so I'll say it first. So, but they're fun. So I think it'll be fun to watch them. Three or five? Three. Okay. Okay. The end begins.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, but it's really, really quite incredible the way all this has been put together. And I've had the good fortune to have a look at the first teaser, and the first reaction actually came from my son, who said, "Whoa."
We are very honored to live in this energy, with this energy. I think that's...
Stop being so modest, come on, you're much, much greater than all of us. And this is not a performance that you have to put up, you have to talk.
We couldn't do what Kamal Haasan was doing.
What makes Indian cinema so unique? Because you can see a frame and immediately you know.
That is. Speak about this, guys.
It's a very important question for a film buff like me. What makes Indian cinema so great for us is the energy that our audience brings to our cinema. We make the stories, they make the stars. One such superstar just spoke a few words a few minutes back. And you'll really understand it when you sit with an audience like this and watch Amitji perform, Prabhas perform, Rana. We are very honored to live in this energy, with this energy. I think that's...
Stop being so modest, come on, you're much, much greater than all of us. And this is not a performance that you have to put up, you have to talk.
Just seeing the two of them on
Really, not about interrupting, but really coming on, the kind of work that Kamal has done is absolutely just very, very difficult to believe. Rana gave a small introduction to Kamal about, playing 10 roles in a film, but that each one of his films has been filled with so much reality, so much effort that he puts into each film, and each of the roles that he's played. Really quite amazing, and it's an honor to be, in the same film as you, Kamal. We've done a couple of them together, but really this one is going to be very special. But it's really, really quite incredible the way all this has been put together. And I've had the good fortune to have a look at the first teaser, and the first reaction actually came from my son, who said, "Whoa."
Okay, now under కొంచెం వెనకెళ్ళండి. You don't want to be eaten without seeing the trailer. Hey, under వెనకెళ్ళండి. Under వెనకెళ్ళండి. Because if everybody goes and go on, you're spoiling it. You're spoiling it for everybody. You're spoiling it for everybody. Please go back. Go back, please. Under. Please. Okay? And nobody here also, please. Just clear the stairway. Okay? And thank you, Rohit. And under చూసారు అనుకుంటా. I'm going to let your favorite.
థ్యాంక్ యూ, మీరందరూ చాలా 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 దూరం నుంచి వచ్చారు. థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ సపోర్ట్. Thank you. Teaser చూద్దాం. Love you.
Prabhas! ఒక్కసారి ప్లీజ్ Prabhas ఒక్కసారి హాయ్ హాయ్ హాయ్
Even louder the second time on that title drop. That was a moment to relive. That was so special, man.
Sir, let's start with him. How did you put all of them together